Yo, it's the Latin Bass Assassin. What's up, what's happening? And it looks like there's some storm clouds coming down, surrounding us, but we are gonna go out there. Hopefully, nothing crazy. I see some people coming in, which now has me second guessing if I should be going out. But here we are, heading out. Now, I was gonna go fish in the direction where the storm clouds are coming from, so I don't think I'll be fishing in that direction. I think we'll go further out, and then we'll see what happens. UFO Spot Snatcher, what's happening? I mean, the wind has picked up, but wind is the least of our concerns. Our concerns are the potential of lightning. But either way, here we go. We are venturing out into the unknown. We just rid, but instead we're going a little less close. You'll see the storm clouds behind me. We'll figure it out. Already getting splashed by the boat. Sunglasses that I just cleaned off are getting all water spots. All right, dudes, we're just bouncing around out there. We'll go to the side that has less chaos. Yo, what up, Tim? Grandmaster is in the house as well. Grandmaster is in the house as well. He said he's gonna go fishing. Grandmaster, go get him, dog. Go get him, homie. And I guess since we're out here, we will enact the zero or hero. That means that if we zero what we are out here, we will pay out a $25 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. My dudes. But we do not intend to zero, so let's go see what happens. We are not gonna go too far. As you can see, the storm clouds behind us. Oddly enough, the storm clouds we're going away from the storm clouds, which is away from home base. But it's all good. Hopefully those rain clouds, they pour out all their rain before they get to us. That's the hopes. Whether that'll happen, I don't know. Gold Miner, what's up? Spot Snatcher saying this is BBL weather. I don't know about that, bro. This is Watch your bass weather. So we'll post up right here, guys. It's not very far. It will allow us to see the storm behind us. I do believe that I have rain gear in the boat, I think. Why would I come prepared? That would make too much sense. Showing up prepared is for people who want to be prepared. I, on the other hand, would like to avoid it completely. Let's do an about face. Now remember, guys, we are not scared of rain. We are not the Wicked Witch of the West, or whichever one of those witches. Very interesting. Whichever one of those witches ends up melting when they're wet. We are not one of those. All right, guys, let's make it happen. Let's see what we left ourselves tied on yesterday. I mean, last time we were out here wasn't a yesterday, but it was some time. There's definitely a breeze. Excellent. Let's hope that our maps work. That's the other thing that was a problem yesterday. I mean, last time, our maps weren't working, but it looks like they're working now. Or maybe they're not. Closest lightning, 300 miles. Okay. Moderator, making sure that we know what's going down. All right, guys, we are currently in about 20 feet of water. We will be casting a deep diving crank. It seems like there was some fish chilling on a spot in about 10 feet of water. We'll see what happens. Missed, guys. We believe that we missed discussing the Knicks winning the NBA championship. I was not expecting that, but it happened. So they won the NBA championship. Cool. The Hurricanes won the Hockey Stanley Cup. I believe that's what their trophy is referred to as. All right, we're getting rain. A smart guy would put on his rain gear. It's not a lot. I think I'm gonna have to put the camera's rain gear on. It looks like a lot more out there, but so we have enacted the zero or hero, guys. So that means if I zero, I will pay out a $25 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. Right now, the elements are not looking in our face. Not for the fishing purposes, but for the how long do we stay out here purposes. The fishing should probably be okay, but the staying out here, let's see how long that lasts. All right, let's see. We have one rain gear jacket. That's nice. And some rain gear bibs. Okay. We have some time to put this stuff on. I don't know if it's a lot of time, but we got some time to put this on. The camera will also need its rain gear. This is a race to the finish. What will get here first? The storm or the rain gear? This is a quick change situation. We are now committed to the rain. Let's put our shoes away. Keep them kind of dry. Let's take our socks off. Okay. All right, let's get it. Map shows rain. Oh, is there a soccer game on right now, Colin? I just finished watching the England game. Rain is definitely coming. Rain is definitely coming. This is Bass Pro Shops rain gear. That is because this is the first rain gear that I bought. I bought this rain gear first, and then I got the other rain gear. Let me empty this out. I got the other rain gear because it was winter rain gear. All right, guys. Enjoy seeing stuff through the bag. Let me zip this up. Here we go, guys. I'm gonna turn off all the comments because the phone will do weird stuff when the rain hits it. So, enjoy whatever you guys can see and whatever you can hear. Unexpected rain. Right now I'm throwing the jig. While I was getting everything ready, I did throw a deep diving crank for a little bit. There was what looked like some fish chilling right around here. What could have been that, whatever that was. Okay, I think I'm just going to slow down this jig. out here. A little crazy. As long as we don't have lightning, we are okay. This is basically fishing ASMR. Gee, I don't know what was on there, but whatever it is, it broke off. Whatever was on there broke off. Oh no! No! You guys are exposed to the elements. Now I got hit the. All right, dudes, this is a terrible setup for you guys. It is extremely hard for you to see, and I don't even think this one has a lot of protection for, I mean, it's got some holes in it. This was definitely not set up for success. Definitely a storm here. Let me see if I could do a jale chicano right here. All right, jale chicano done. Dang it, I left my bag of stuff at the house. All right, guys, so there was something on my line. I thought I set the hook on it, but then all of a sudden, there was nothing on. Dang it, I'm pretty sure I left my jigs at the house. All right, I'll see whatever jigs I got in here. Another peanut butter and jelly. I didn't want to throw a peanut butter and jelly. I was trying to throw another. I can't believe it. I don't even know if the street's still on. Alright, it is. We're throwing a big hooker. I don't like it, but that's what we gotta throw. Son of a gun. I don't know, bros, but something broke me off. And just like that, the rain is gone. Eesh. Came through and it's starting to settle down. We're starting to see light. Fish. Get our jig back. Get it to me, but still possible. We put on a peanut butter and jelly big hooker jig from Muscle Crawler. From Muscle Crawlers. I don't like the peanut butter. I don't like the big hookers because I feel like the fish come off. But that could just be me. The rain is letting up. And off to my left, you can see God's promise. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But you can see behind us, maybe you can, maybe you can't, what we just went through. So there's that. In a little bit, I will take this bag off so that you guys can see. I was not prepared for the other bag to go flying. I just got to get these last few raindrops to cut it out. Thank the good Lord that the storm has passed. Whew. What hit? Know what it was because it's gone, but it was something interesting, I'll tell you that much. Now we're just left with wind and some wet. Bag off of you guys. You guys are no longer hostages. Tell me everything you know. Did you guys survive the storm? Maybe. Oh, you have survived the storm. Congratulations, guys. You have leveled up. You have now achieved your storm survival badge and your hostage badge, because you were taken hostage for a brief second. We can take this off. All right, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the normal Rodcast. And not what you guys were watching a second ago. A second ago, that was chaos. Let me drop a suspender so I'm all cool. I really just want to get my multi-tool out so that I can tighten up this reel handle. That might work for now. So what up, my dudes? Like I was saying, oh, I should check who's hey Moon. That's why I threw up the air quotes with one hand. The normal version. Looks like the water got wet. It did get a little wet, dude. It's also a little breezy. I don't know what song you guys are talking about. Potential. Lluvia, go away. Come again. Otro día, maybe. That's right there is where good jigs go today. Let's. This is where good jigs go to die. I just barely tied this one on. I only have so many jigs left because the recently purchased jigs are in my house. A lot of the recently purchased stuff, like a buzz bait and stuff, that is in a bag at my house. Though, as soon as I got on, I was gonna drive the boat out of my parking lot, my driveway. The heck, bro? Are we going forward or not? The FedEx lady, she shows up and she drops me off. Called. Well, son of a fish. Well, we're gonna have to see how we get this out of here. We get it out of there by breaking it off. I just tied that son of a fish on. Okay, casualties of war are being suffered at an alarming rate. We have suffered many casualties so far with not a single bite. Well, we believe there might have been one, but we have no verification. Casualties of war abound. We knew this was a possibility. Fishing isn't pretty. Bust out another bait. I don't know. Well, right now I'm throwing the Mag Dizzy. The Mag Dizzy. I can't believe that. It's making me so mad. But yet also in that bag are those bobber stoppers that I bought. I splurged. You know, treat yourself. Some bobber stoppers after snatcher a peasant for using. It's still stoppers because I was like, bro, this, I don't know, 8 pieces of little plastic, and I'm spending some number of dollars on this. Why? Because I got peer pressured. That's why, guys. I wanted to be like the cool kids. I believe there's a song that says something about that. Collateral damage. I don't know about that, dog. That wind will make it hard to detect a bite. ¿Qué pues, Steve? I can detect a bite from miles away. I pre-anticipate the fish biting. That's how good bite action is. I can feel their thoughts. I got a G Loomis rod, bro. As they think, should I? I can sense whether they are going to commit or not. That is allegedly the power of the G Looms. And if I have trouble sensing the bite, bro, I just close my eyes. And thus, all my other senses are heightened. ¿Qué pues, Steve? I thought you knew this. Hard to detect a bite. Bro, underwater, it's, as my people say, calmado, bro. It's just chilling down there. Above water, it's chaos. But underwater, bro, they're just chilling. So I'll be able to detect the bite, dog. Believe you me. There's a bite right there, Steve. You see, Steve, I can detect the bite. I can detect the bite and put the phone down and set the hook and laugh at Creel's comment. And also, yeah, he's probably just a little Juan. But if I land this fish, I will get rid of the Zero or Hero giveaway. Will he land it? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, he wants to splash a little bit. Creel, there's no way, unless my feet smell really bad, that you can smell them, because I believe your house is in that direction. The wind is blowing in that direction. So there's no way, again, unless my feet smell really bad. Let me have a waterside chat with this fish. This is just more than likely a little Juan. Puro 2-pounder. Let's check it out. Maybe less. But we gotta land them either way because, okay guys, all my hook sets are getting extremely weird. Now somebody tell me when fish became, I don't know, alternative, punk rock, I don't know what this is, emo, but look at this, bros. Look at this hook set. It is across, I'm basically a professional piercer. Look at this, across the lip. I don't get it, guys. I don't question it, but just know I felt that bite, Steve. Iwashalo, bro. Just a little Juan. I'm pretty sure this is only 2 pounds. So, no tag. We are going to release this fish, and thank the good Lord that we caught this fish. We do not have to pay out that $25 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. Now, let's turn our attention towards getting us a BBL Plus. We got to get a 5-pounder, guys, and then we will pay out a $25 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. Now, somebody explain that hook set to me. Steve, I knew that fish was gonna bite. I could feel his brain waves. He's all like, that looks delicious. That looks scrumdiddly-umptious. His Mexican intuition, bro, I don't know too many Mexicans that have the intuition of sensing the fish bite. I think that's just something that in the game. Oh, that's a possibility. And then leaving it. Yes, Colin, I took my shoes off because the rain was coming. And so I didn't want to wet my shoes. I took off the shoes and they are somewhere inside the boat. The sun is out. It's like a whole different day. Luckily the wind is blowing, so it's not hot. Let's see what's in this direction. We have to go see. I have another jig in there, but that jig is like a 3/4 ounce, and I feel like that's a little overkill for this area. But it is a little bit windy, so I don't know. Maybe it'll be helpful. Creel has bad memories from our last fishing trip. Dude, Creel should not have any bad memories from any of our fishing trips. Not even the one where he tried to make me run into a buoy. Oh, the hook's on top. Oh, thank you for mentioning that. I might throw them out here and just try them out. Just try it, just try it. Since we have already caught a fish, we can now settle down and throw the hooks on top and see what happens. It's not a bad idea, Spot Snatcher. Thank you for reminding us that we have always the option to waste our time Thank you very much. You guys can thank Spot Snatcher for that, because after 3 more casts, I am going to put that hooks on top to work. Thank you, Spot Snatcher. Did I take my shoes off on the last trip? I don't think so, bro. I think I had a hurt foot on the last trip, but I didn't take my shoes off. The shoes were keeping my ankle together, so I couldn't take my shoe off. It was from more pain. Now, I guess nobody was impressed by that, where that hook went, bro, because that hook was crazy to me. But I don't know. Everybody else must do that on the daily. And maybe that's true. Probably the first time I've ever seen a fish hooked across his lip. On the hook. Yo, Spot Snatcher, please address Steve's question. Please address it, dog, because I don't have it to tell him. I do not have it in me to let him know the status of how many fish the hooks on top has caught. I just can't. Oh, Gold Miner has been looking for a bass boat to buy. Washalom. All right, so on the 27th, apparently, bass season opens up in Canada. Oddly enough, in Alabama, bass season is year-round. Oh, dudes, let me tell you a stupid but funny story. So, you know that BBL Plus that paid out the $75? I was gonna enter it into that online tournament, right? So I told you guys, hey, I gotta get out of the live so that I can get my identifier, put it there, blah, blah, blah. So the fish went crazy, started flopping around, shooting shat everywhere on my shoes, on the boat. It was just chaos on my pants. It was just everywhere. So then I end up calming the fish down by having a nice conversation with it, right? Telling it, hey bro, as soon as I take this picture, I'm gonna let you go. So then the fish calmed down. He's like, you know what? You're a trustworthy dude. I will listen to you. So I was like, all right, cool. So I take the picture and then I get the fish and I'm about to submit the photo and I'm looking and I'm like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. The identifier was no picture. Could not have helped too much because a butt whooping is what we take. We've spotted these guys many days, and on top of that, these guys have like 24-inch fish. So that 20-inch fish is not going to do the thing. Nope, the mic is working, or at least it's... I should have mic. Sound is fine. Okay, bros. You guys are just trying to make me go crazy. I was about to turn towards you guys and be all like, we got ears, something cheers, whatever the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse says. Huh? Hi, Minnie. Huh? Creel said he's hearing me, and that is the issue. Well, Creel, you're welcome. Some people are not able to hear me right now. I don't know what's going on. All right, dudes. After one more cast, I am going to throw hooks on top action. And if you guys were looking to see no fish from this point on, you have come to the right place. But we will cast it as though we have full belief in it. We have the faith of a mustard seed. Only problems of bites, the hooks on top might be mustard gas to the fish. Okay, so people have exited the stream and returned, and they have regained sound. They have regained the ability to hear. That's good. I now have to do a little strip tease here because it is getting toasty out here now. You guys can begin to drop your dollars in that. Well, that was terrible. The lamprey is gone, so we are now going to catch one on the hooks on top. That is a lot of confidence here. Though the lamprey was not here prior to this. Let me throw one more in this direction. Prior to, well, he was not here when we had the hooks on top. So I don't think the lamprey was the problem, is all I'm saying. Bassin after dark. It's not even dark, dog. There is plenty of sunlight currently. Let me check out if there's a soccer game that I want to watch. Is it already in some amount of time already? Oh yes, it's probably, wait, what's going on here? Is it at the half? Let's check it out, mate. Yeah, I think they're at the half. For those of you who have not been keeping up with the World Cup, that's cool. Much. Messi scored a hat trick last night. Okay. Now, one thing, guys, that I will tell you about this G. Loomis rod that I do not like much is their hook keeper is down on the handle. I hate it. I hate it because every now and then I will grab the handle or somewhere down here and then I'll end up with a little hook in the hand and it'll anger me. It won't penetrate, it will just anger me. All right, guys, this is the bait that we have been talking about. So, hey, bro, why is your tail stupid? We have been talking about so affectionately. This is the Romans Made Negotiator hooks. Hooks para arriba, bros. That is what we are going to throw. And we are slowly going to reel it in. There was a potential that we were overworking this bait. But we were only working it the way the 7 Slayer is worked. So we assumed that it would catch fish. Did I just see that idiot? He's on top. The hooks are supposed to be on top, fool, not you. Let's see what this guy's problem is. Okay, he's caught on his own hook. You dummy. All right, hooks on top negotiator. Take 2. Landed on his own hook somehow. I don't know what his deal is. When will it be enough? I'll tell you when it'll be enough, Moon. When we catch a fish, then we will deem it enough. We must. This is like a terrible relationship that I'm in. Not that I'm in, but like if I was in a terrible relationship. That's basically what's going on right now. I can't find a way to get out of it, dude. I want to leave. Every fiber in my body is telling me, just leave the hooks on top. You don't need it. You'll find another. And I know that I will, but I don't know if it's because I feel sorry for it or because, I don't know. We've been through a lot and I just can't say no. It looks at me, bro. It gives me that look like, hey, remember me? Remember all the cast we've been through? And I can't say no. That's the problem here. I just can't say no to this bait. I think the main problem was that I spent so much money on it and it hasn't caught me a fish, so I am angry and stubborn about it. Have faith, Moon. Have faith. This is what I'm gonna do, bro, so that the incentive is there. If the hooks on top catches a fish, a bass, of course, that's over. Wait, did the hooks on top? Oh no, that was the other. If the hooks on top catches a fish on its first fish that's over 6 pounds, I will pay out a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. Now you guys should be cheering for the hooks on top. You guys should be cheering it on and being all like, hooks on top, hooks on top, hooks on top. That's what I should be seeing in the comments. Oh, you see, Colin will be able to throw his 7 Slayer cousins before I will probably be able to throw them, because I'm currently out here with this Gancraft. That was odd. So you guys should be cheering them. Hooks on top, hooks on top. All right, so just so you guys know, I'm not fishing out in the open. There is a hump right in front of me. All right, 0-0, Ghana versus Rhea. 0-0 score, Ghana versus Rhea. Am I gonna buy another one? I don't know, bro. If a fish bites it and breaks it off, well, I don't think I can get this color anymore. Or maybe I can, who knows? My maps are currently not working. I'm sure that they asked me if I wanted to use the map chip, and I said yes. And it said, cool, it's not working. What is Nunya talking about couches? Are these guys talking about some kind of university stunts? Oh, also guys, remember to submit to latinbassassins@gmail.com your pictures of, well, we were going for long hair, but I guess technically you can submit a picture of yourself with, I guess, whatever hair you had when you were younger. And we're gonna put them, I gotta find mine, but we're gonna put our long-haired photos posted on the community page. So that we can just realize how lucky the world is that we have aged. Because if we were our young buck selves, and of course single and all that other stuff, the world would have a problem. A problem. I don't know why I said a problem. What the heck? Dude, that sounds like the most expensive prank or whatever I've ever heard of. They burn the couches in the... Who is paying for the couches? And I'm hoping it's the football games and not basketball games, because I think there's more basketball games than football games, and that means that's a lot of couch burning. You would think these guys would have locked down their couches at this point in time. Moon hasn't cut his hair in 2 years. Wow. And Anonymous comes in saying, "What's up, pelones?" For those of you who are not bilingual, that is, "What's up, baldies?" You know, Anonymous just comes in here and he tries to push buttons, bros. He tries to make us think that dolphins are evil. Dang, that was a good cast. It was a nice splash. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000. Begin the reel. You can't stop tradition. Bro, you can stop it when it's destructive. That's like if the New York Knicks said, "Yo, bro, it's tradition that every time we make it to the NBA Finals, we beat up the other team's fans." Well, that doesn't sound like a great tradition, bro. That sounds like assault. So I would suggest that that tradition be stopped, but whatever. And also, guys, do not forget about the subscriber giveaway. That video is out. It is a YouTube short. It says 50 bucks, 7K subscriber giveaway. It's out there. All you got to do is be a subscriber and put a comment in that video, and we will have that drawing on Friday. But remember, you must be present when your name is called in order for you to collect. If you are not present, we will move on and we will call another name. All right, fish don't like to eat this. We will never give up. We will stop throwing this in a second, but we will never give up on it. Moon, if you failed 1,000,000 times, would you want everybody to give up on you? Tell me about that, Moon. Tell me, would you want your entire familia to say, you know what? We've invested so much money in Moon, but he's failed 1,000,000 times. So let's essentially cut bait. Is that what you would want me to do, Moon? Would you just extend that same courtesy to the hooks on top? I'm trying to find some ground here, Moon, where you and the hooks on top can just, I mean, just understand each other at a minimum. Q-able Unlimited, he finally showed up. All right, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now that this bait looks ching to the bone when it's swimming, but that doesn't mean that it's gonna catch a fish. That is the hooks on top negotiator. We're gonna put them down. I am going to throw the something koiki. This is the limp koiki. This is not the koiki that everybody throws. This is, I forgot what this is called, but it's all limp and dummy. But we're gonna throw it anyway. We're gonna try it out because if the hooks on top gets a shot, why not this bait? But what won't get a shot is a buzz bait because we don't have the buzz bait. And plus, it's probably a little too breezy for it. Creel is going to, man, it's like they're in shifts. Creel shows up or leaves after Unlimited gets here. They're either in shifts or Creel doesn't like Unlimited anymore. And he's all like, yo, I'm out of here. Unlimited just barely got here. Hasta luego, boys. Because we are no longer simpatico, whatever. They're no longer able to be in the same place at the same time. They are no longer symbiotic. They are no longer symbols. They are no longer symbiosis. They are no longer Simba. They are no longer any of that. Okay. I have only caught one fish off of this bait. I don't think so. Maybe the individual suggesting said bait might get a shot. The Chartreuse Dome. Are we going to enact the Chartreuse Dome? I will have to take a look. Let's take a look here. I believe this to be a friendly, but we will check it anyway. Looks like a friendly. False alarm, false alarm. It is a friendly. It is a friendly trying to be funny. All right, guys, we are out here trying some baits that we don't usually throw, but we'll throw them. There is another bait that I recently got. I think it's lighter than this. That is a prickly pear. And that prickly pear, we just received it. We bought it from Moon's favorite store. What is your favorite store, Moon? A store that you love to frequent. I will have to retie this hook in order to, retie this bait in order to put that prickly pear on. But it might be worth it because this one has only caught me one little fish. And I didn't like it. I didn't like the size of that fish. It was tiny and stupid. Let me post up in the wind right here and then I will show you guys. Currently, I can't see the comments. They are not visible to me. Let me see what's going on. The comments are back. Your kale consumption would say otherwise, Moon. But yes, Moon's said, I think Moon and Dix are apparently on speaking terms, or else they only see each other every now and then. Moon texts Dix at some time and says, "Are you up?" And Dix is all like, bro, you know what our store hours are, so quit texting us this late. So I don't know. I don't know what relationship Moon has with Dix, but I did, hopefully he doesn't get all jelly because I ordered this from Dix. So let's check it out, guys. This is the prickly pear. This little chingadingles right here. I don't know what size it is. It does feel a lot lighter than the other one. If you guys can see the distinct differences, the let's call them erect little appendages. This other one has limp appendages. So I don't know if that's the problem. Okay, so look guys, super limp. Basically got issues, right? And this one right here, wash out, little bros. That is fully extended, but this one is a little bit smaller, so we'll see how that affects the weight. So the ball in the middle is a little bit smaller than this one. And for you guys who haven't seen my setup here, I have a bobber stopper that is currently apparently inside of this koiki. Son of a fish. Sometimes those hooks are sharp. All right, so I have a bobber stopper right there. I put my line through the koiki, and I have a treble hook with lead strips on it. Is that smart? I don't know. Is it stupid? I don't know. That's the way I set it up. So that's how we're gonna do it. I can only tell you guys that it caught me one fish. What happened to the hole where that bar was? Excuse me, I gotta figure out where this hole went. Remember guys, while I'm trying to figure out where this hole went, remember to enter the subscriber giveaway. All you gotta do is be a subscriber and put a comment in my 7K subscriber giveaway short. Where the heck did that hole go? Technical difficulties, guys. My apologies. All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to get that metal bar that I threw back here, and I'm gonna have to stab it through here, figure out where this hole went. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to utilize this to help me get it through there. I have zero idea where this hole went. You think it would be easy to find, but I don't usually struggle this much. Where did this thing go? Where in the heck did this thing go? There's one spot that I see that's potentially it, but seriously guys, where did it go? I may have to just hook it through. What the heck? What happened here? Well, we're gonna try and prove that to see if the fish prefer it to be erect or all limp. I don't know. That's why we're doing a little study out on the water. Is this where the frickin' hole was? We might just have to make a new hole, guys. That is not advised, but we're just gonna put the hook through it. What happened to that thing, bro? How did this disappear? Oh, this is ridiculous. All right, guys, a mental note here for you guys. If you buy a prickly pear, once you take this chingadingles out, the hole disappears. This guy has a visible hole where you can see it quite easily. The hole is very visible. This other guy has an invisible hole. Boss, son of a fish. All right, we're just gonna throw it. We're gonna put the treble hook through it like most people do it. So dumb. So dumb. To do what we Cuba Shy, what's happening? I'll tell you what, those are some sharp hooks. Okay, we're just gonna stab a treble through it, potentially ending up losing our prickly pear, but so is life, my dudes. So is life. Here we go, prickly pear. Holler at your boy. Prickly pear, take one. Let me see if this fool sinks. Any. Oh, bro, this guy's gonna take 20 minutes to get down there. Okay, prickly pear, take one. Cast one. Terrible cast. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. 3, 1,000. Shy is just chilling. Bro, this show is rated PG-13. Now, your minds may be rated above that, but rated PG-13, I was just searching for a hole to stick my line through. And here we are. Instead, I had to stick a hook through it and create my own hole. Okay, we got the feel of the prickly pear. Now let's get gangster. Let's get gangster and catch something. One 1,000, 2 1,000, that's cool. Put a nail weight in it. Yeah, are you saying that, Steve? Are you saying that, Steve? I want to know that too. That's a great question. Are you saying that? Nah, I'm not putting any nail in it. I don't even know where the nail or the hole is, bro. Right now, we're just gonna let the lead strips do their thing. This is basically a situation where all the cool guys are doing it, and so I feel like, let me try it. Let me see if I could do it like the cool kids. Blah, 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 blah. Something like the cool kids, or I don't know what that song is, but pretty sure there's a song like that. But maybe the cool kids are just too cool, and I cannot catch off of this cool bait that the cool kids use. Well, I don't know that for a fact, dude. Because, you know, you could damage your situation here if you create too many holes. I don't know how this bait holds up. I'd even lose it. All right, cast back behind us. There's a hump somewhere over here off to the left. I know there's fish here. Cubo bass fishing. Oh yeah, dog. I know you're saying to put a nail weight in it, but I got lead strips on it, dog. The lead strips should be enough. They're on my hook. We're currently in 10 feet of water. If they were gonna eat that, that's plenty of feet of water for them to either be holding to the bottom or cruising around, and it doesn't got to sink too far. I got to figure out why the fish only bite it when other people throw it. I've thrown this a couple times, not this particular bait, but other ones. The limp one, and nada. I've even thrown it where I've seen like fish going crazy. And I was like, okay, cool. Let me fish are going crazy. There's got to be a fish that's going to bite it, and they haven't. So, I don't know. So far, so good. It's looking good. Everything feels like it's supposed to be functioning correctly. It's just, we got to wait for the fish to realize, oh yeah, that's what I want. Because I'm sure that I could throw a jig or a worm through here and catch something. But I'm just trying to try some different baits, get a different flavor out here. You know what I should do? I should put some thump gel on it. Oh, unlimited. I think we've all been there, bro. All of us have been like, what the heck is that? That is one of the stupidest baits I've ever seen. But it seems to be catching. So I don't know what to tell you, dog. Just be like the cool kids and try them. Have yet to get a bite off of one, but try it. Just try it, bro. You might be cooler than I am. I mean, I seriously doubt it, but you might be cooler than I am. And if you are, I'm not a bro. I'm good with that if you're cooler than me. But teach me how to be cool, dog. Still 0-0 in the Ghana versus Rhea game. Tater, did you say it works? You've caught off of this chingle dingle? I've only caught one fish, bro, and it was a little fish. All right, let's move around, because we're gonna end up throwing this, and then we're gonna throw hooks on top. We're just gonna throw things into the water. This is a crazy day. Let's just throw crazy stuff and pray that it works. Why not? What do we got to lose? We don't even have shoes. That's how crazy it is. Right? We don't got maps. We don't got shoes. We do have one fish. Dude, that like barely casted. Is basically right next to the boat. Okay, Tater said almost a 4-pounder, I think, off of it. There's a lot of paragraphs coming through. I can't read those paragraphs while I'm floating around. You got to do it like in Morse code, guys. You got to send like beep, beep, long line, beep, beep, pause, beep, long line. I really wish somebody would come read comments out loud as a comment pops in on my phone, to just be all like, spot dead, something outrageous, because it was actually Moon who said it. Because whoever programs it will make that same mistake that I do all the time. They will think that Spot Snatcher is Moon and Moon is Spot Snatcher. We're currently in 5 feet of water. There's a little bit of grass underneath us. We kind of cruised over the hump a little bit. This prickly pear cost $8, possibly $9. There's a second one coming. It's a different color. I stopped at 2 because I was like, I don't know if these are any good. So why would I buy a bazillion of them? Wow. Wow. How wussy was that cast? Did we lose camera? What is going on here, guys? Is my stream stuck and I need to refresh it? I would have thought we had that was interesting. What is going on right now? Unlimited says it's still working. He might be praying that it's still working. On my end, I don't see anything but the chat updating. Let me get out of said stream and then come back just to verify. There's something wrong. I don't know if it's the GoPro or... Oh, I never actually covered the battery pack. What an idiot. All right, while I'm checking all this stuff, I will put up this prickly pear. And I will throw a worm out there while I check what's going on with the stream. Stream is good. Oh, really, moderator? Then can you explain to me why mine is just circling? Stream is not good on my end. All right, let's check it out, bros. Where am I? Who am I? I'm this guy right here. Oh, the stream is good. Just glitches every couple of minutes. That's because you are stealing Wi-Fi, bro. Don't even remind me. You're gonna anger me, bro. Here you guys go. There's a little sunset. The prickly pear caught us nothing. One of the 8 phones is not working properly. Bro, it takes a lot to get this stream to you. If I gotta get 8 phones, whatever it takes, bro, that's my commitment to the game. I'm about to throw a, what do you call it? Yep, I'm about to throw one of those. So it's called a Koiki Fish L. That's what that was. All right, I'm going with a 3/4 ounce jig. I've been hesitating on throwing that jig, but I'm going to now because I don't have my other jigs. Dudes, imagine if I was saying crazy stuff because I thought the stream was dead. Then I started saying all kinds of crazy things and you guys would be all like, what? This fool doesn't know the stream is live. Weezy, what's up? New job means more work. Bro, better to have work than not, I guess. Ain't that right, Weezy? All right, I'm gonna tie this jig on while I'm fishing this Texas rig and enjoying this sunset. This is a 3/4 ounce jig. I did not want to go this heavy, but the moderator feeds me a lot, so that's how I got this heavy. I swear to you guys, if the moderator didn't feed me this much, I would be probably, I'd say a good 175. Lean, mean machine, bro. But the moderator insists that I eat every day. Ugh, so gross. So gross. Not only every day, but multiple times in said day. Kind of annoying. Kind of annoying, but you know, we deal with the habits of our significant others, the annoying habits. Not everybody's perfect, you know, so whatever, we'll just deal with it. Spot Snatcher saying I need to hydrate. I don't know, we might be way past hydration right now. Probably right. All right, we got the color combo, the blue craw. That's our preferred color combo. Can't believe the moderator didn't put anything in there for all that shad talking. Okay, forget about this. I'm currently going to throw a Kitech. We're gonna throw this little Kitech out there, see what happens. Robert, what's happening? Robert Donahue. I do believe that when you popped in some moons ago, we asked you if you were related to Phil Donahue, and you said, nah, dog. I don't even know that fool. All right, guys, one thing that I did do to my reels is I greased the spools. So I think that my casting has been a little smoother in terms of a distance. I believe. Or maybe the wind is crazy and that's why. All right, guys, so I was correct. Do not be asking Robert anything about Phil Donahue. That's not his uncle, his dad, his grandpa, or any way, shape, or form a relative of his. There can be more than one family named Donahue. It just so happens that he has a last name of somebody who had a talk show in the, I want to say, 80s or 90s. Heck you, Jason. All right, guys, let me ask you a question here. Has it ever occurred to you guys to, at like, I don't know, maybe 10:30 or 11 on a weeknight, for any of you guys to send a message my way, either through email, Instagram, or whatever way you guys have to communicate with me? Has it ever occurred to you to send a message and say, yo, you should start a live stream right now? Has it ever occurred to any of you guys to do that? Maybe this is something that is more common than I thought, but you guys are able to refrain because I'm not gonna say who, but somebody did send me a message last night and said, yo, start a live stream. What the heck? What would I be like right now? Bass fishing said never. Man, guess bass fishing doesn't want to hang out. What's up with that dude? All right, guys, let me have a mic off moment real quick. All right, we're gonna head back to that spot that we started at, now that I got a jig back on. There were fish marking over there. We're gonna go over there, see if we can. There was like a little drop, and the fish were just chilling right there, bros. So chilling, bros. We're gonna see if we can coax any of them to bite. Let's see what bass fishing, Okay, Steve says he has seen my live stream at 2 in the morning. That is correct. Wow, Nunya has his own breathalyzer. Now that causes me concern, bro. Why would you have your own breathalyzer? Why would you need? Maybe he's talking about having one in his vehicle. I don't know why he would need a breathalyzer. If I lose another jig out here, I think I'm going to need a breathalyzer, because I'm gonna have to pour a little bit of liquor for the homies. All the jigs I've lost today. All right, so we're starting to drop right here. It's about 8 feet. We're cruising, 10 feet. And I see little fishies down there. Okay, I see a bait ball. I see more little fishies down there. All right, so it basically looks like what I thought it looked like. I'll throw a deep diving crank till the boat decides it wants to be. So S4 Loco was in good company. What if he's a cop? Uh-oh. Spot Snatcher is claiming or alleging that potentially Nunya could be, he could be the fuzz, he could be the chota, he could be popo, he could be I think older truckers call them bears, maybe, I don't remember. He could be all kinds of things, but he might be the law. And that's why he has a breathalyzer. Okay, it seems like Ghana has scored and leading. Bro. I'm over here putting dirt on Nunya's name by wondering why he has a breathalyzer, and Spot Snatcher is, basically being a nice guy and saying, what if this guy's a cop? But maybe Nunya's like, yo bro, why you disrespecting me? Calling me the fuzz. I don't know. Bear in the air is a police, bruh. A police helicopter is a ghetto bird. I don't know about no bear in the air. I know that they're ghetto birds. I am gonna get one of these fish to bite. How, I don't know just yet, but I am gonna get one of them to bite. They're clearly not liking the blue jizzy. This blue jizzy only goes maybe 14 feet. Let's see if we don't lose another jig out there. Nunya is a government contractor. A government contractor. I don't know if that counts as a cop. Oh, gold miners out there. I appreciate that, gold miner. Gold miner is panning for gold for us. I reinforce military bases to keep troops safe. You reinforce what to keep? What in the funk? How am I getting stuck on possibly the exact same thing every time? What are the odds? That right there tells you guys my casting accuracy is superb, because I am now going directly over probably the same spot that I got hung up in. This is probably a bunch of crappie line. Bosianila. All right, guys, this could be jig number 3, and I swear to you, this is just like the last jig that I barely tied on. We may lose this son of a fish as well. Let's see what happens. Well, it's feeling like we're gonna lose them. You've got to be freaking kidding me. This is a jig number 3 in the same potential tree. What in the funk is going on here? All right, guys, it's lined for sure because it goes down and then comes back up. Let's see whose line is stronger. Whose line is it anyway? Probably a bunch of crappie fishermen. I'm hoping it's crappie fishermen because that way I can get their line to before my line to cut my fingers off. One or the other. Son of a fish. All right, gold miner, we might not be too concerned about gas right now. We are probably concerned more about all the fishing lures we're losing. You mother son. All right, let's just try and break this off. We don't have time. Ugh, it broke off. Crappie line is stronger. You have got to be kidding me. How? 3 jigs in the same place. In the same exact place. Wow. All right, let's see if we have another jig left. And the only problem I have is that my frickin' jigs are at the Tackle Tavern. That's the problem. All right, so in this direction. You have got to be kidding me. How the funk did that happen? It was the first cast on that jig. You've got to be freaking kidding me. Okay, we got a peanut butter and jelly jig. All right, that's the first one that came out. Whatever, we'll throw that. You've got to be kidding me. How is that possible? All right, and leave this watermelon red. Whatever. Jig number 4 of the day. We've spent more time tying jigs than we have possibly fishing. Frickin' crappie fishermen. Having such strong line that it broke my 20-pound test. I can assure you, I did not want to spend my time tying jigs. I'm gonna catch a fish off of a jig because I didn't lose that many to not catch anything today on a jig. How the funk? I usually have a decent track record with getting the jigs unstuck, but today, not today. Here we go. Jig number 4. So dumb. So dumb. I might enter, dude, so that I can buy more jigs. You're right. Oh, I should turn my lights on. Oh, I'm not throwing a dizzy right now. A dizzy caught the one fish that we've caught today. I'm throwing this jig because I'm going to catch something off of a jig. Seeing as how I've lost so many, we are now going to stubbornly throw a jig and catch a fish and ask the fish if they've seen my other jigs. I'm not in the same area, but they might have heard about them. Be like, oh, you mean these other ones? My homie told me about 3 jigs that they found. I'm just drinking a little bit of warm water, guys. Anybody see the lid to this? This whole place is going crazy. gotta be kidding me. Emoji. Tom wants to know if we've tried the koiki, guys. Tom, have we tried the koiki? Yeah, we just tried it earlier today. But excuse me, there is a little caveat there. It wasn't the koiki, it was a prickly pear, because that is all we were able to get. We got ourselves a prickly pear, same mindset, same concept, and we were able to get nothing off of it. So we switched over to this jig that we didn't get a good hook set in this little fish. We did not get a good hook set at all in this little fish, but we will put it in front of the camera. Holy moly, jigs are flying all over the place, and so are fish. This little fish is the only little fish that... wait, no more breakdancing, vato. I don't have shoes, bro. You're gonna stab my foot. Okay, this little jig fish right here, was he worth 4 jigs or 3 jigs? No, he was not. This son of a fish. But we were gonna throw a jig until we caught a fish. And there you go. There is a fish on a jig. I think I would have rather had my jigs back. We definitely had a runner there, bro. That guy he was breakdancing. I was concerned that he was gonna stab my foot. And then you guys would be like, why hasn't this guy fished in a while? Stab, weld up, and die. He can't put pressure on his foot. Nobody knows what the fish are going to like next season, dog. A hairy bait, I don't know, bro. I would have never thought. But these idiots, they seem to like this dumb old bait. But not in this boat. So these guys are sharing old man references. I don't know what that reference is. Creel probably would call me not American because I didn't know what Logan's Run is. He'd be like, what? You don't know what Logan's Run is? You ain't American. Okay, soccer game is over. I don't know if another one is coming out, but it'll come out later. Oh, dudes, so speaking about old man references, the Bob Ross thing that I was gonna tell you guys about until Colin got us on some our footballs, balls tangent. All right, guys, so I watched Flipper. We discussed Flipper. Then I watched Bob Ross. Hi, my name's Bob Ross. I'm not Bob Ross, but hi. I'm Bob Ross, and I'm here to teach you how to paint happy clouds and, you know, turn your paintings into whatever your imagination can think of. Don't be afraid. Just get some paints, mix them around, and do your thing. So that Bob Ross, I was watching Bob Ross, and, you know, trying to be nostalgic and stuff. I was like, well, let's watch some Bob Ross and stuff. So I'm watching, and I'm gonna say that somebody noticed that Bob Ross, who is an American legend, a hero, an American, what would we call him? An American something. Not an American tale. I don't think he was an American heartthrob. I don't know. An American treasure, let's call it that. Bob Ross, the American treasure, had, if you looked at his paint chingle-dingles, I don't know what they call them, wherever you put the paint. What do you call that thing that you put? It's not an easel, because the easel is the thing holding up the canvas. But his paint palette, maybe? Who knows? Icon, maybe? So, when you look at him and he's holding his paint palette, Chingle Dingles thing, somebody noticed that Bob Ross has a longer pinky nail than any other nail on his hand. Now, the broadcast would not dare allege that the American icon Bob Ross was partaking in any extracurricular activities, but a longer pinky nail in some cultures is a sign of I don't know, is a sign of I don't know, maybe hitting the slopes or something. I don't know if Bob Ross was a skier, but allegedly, based on what was seen, one could speculate that Bob Ross frequented the slopes. I don't know where he was from. Maybe he's from Colorado and he frequented the slopes. But I'm not here to disparage his name. I'm just saying, if you watch the show, it has been my understanding that a longer pinky nail means either you need that nail to go booger digging, or you need that nail to create, as they call them, sugar boogers. So I'm not saying one or the other. I'm just stating a fact. Bob Ross, at least in one of the episodes, had a long fingernail, a long pinky nail. Yo, what up, dude on bass? Oh, the nail was for mixing his paints. Oh, my bad, guys. Forget about everything I told you. The moderator is probably correct. Bob Ross could get the hues that he created by using his longer pinky nail to basically mix the paints around ever so gingerly to create the hues that were brought to you by viewers like you on a daily basis. Oh, I've been chilling, dog. So I don't know, guys. I'm not here to ruin Bob Ross for you, but it's kind of like this, bros. When you're younger, you see things a certain way, right? You're all like, oh, yay. Like, I'm watching some movies right now, guys. I mean, not right now, second, but I'm watching movies right? And these are movies that I used to watch when I was younger, when my parents allowed me to watch these movies. And then I see them now, but I see them through a different lens, and I'm looking at them and I'm like, what the heck? My parents let me see this? What the heck? This is some racy stuff right here. What? But you know, kids from back in the day were a different breed. But when I saw, just seeing things from a different perspective, I start to question things, and I'm like, what the heck? All right, we're cool, I guess. I guess that's, my parents let me see this. That's probably what put some hair on my chest or whatever. But I'm just saying, it's a little bit crazier than it was. So, dude on a bass is fixing his boat. He's gonna be back in action. That's what's up, dog. Get out there. Maybe if, again, the broadcast does not condone the use of altering substances, but maybe if you pinky nail out and potentially partook in whatever long pinky nail action is, you could get your boat fixed a little bit faster, because you'd be like, whoa, bro, dude, no, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work all night, dogs. I'm gonna work all night. I can finish this tonight, bros. But you got work tomorrow. Yeah, so what? I'll go to work too. I'm just saying, bros. Dude, maybe Bob Ross painting, bass fishing might be onto something. Maybe Bob Ross, when he was painting, was when he was chill. And then when he hit the slopes, allegedly, of course, we are not here to disparage the Bob Ross name, but allegedly, then he said, you know what? I'm gonna go tape some Richard Simmons sweating to the oldies. All right, guys, come on, let's do this. Everybody together. Now, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Can you feel it burn? Oh, I feel the burn. Oh yeah, Bob Ross style. He became Richard Simmons. That is a possibility. Have you ever seen Richard Simmons and Bob Ross in the same place? I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen them in the same place. So potentially those vatos were the same vato. I don't know. Nothing nowadays would surprise me, bros. Nothing in this day and age, if they told me, yo, Bob Ross was a space alien and he just put an afro on and that was to disguise himself, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, bro. Ain't no way that somebody could paint all of that. Yo, what up? Hey, Aaron, what's up? We're just out here sweating to the oldies. All Bob Ross style, allegedly. All Bob Ross, Richard Simmons. You guys are lucky that you didn't see me kick my leg up. Bro, we be out here busting some rocket style moves and you guys will be all like, what is, this guy is, I don't even know what to say other than he's super cool. Bob Ross, that's why I didn't tell you guys about it earlier, because it was going to change your view on life. You guys are going to question a lot of things. You're going to be all like, why? Why did this guy tell me that? Now Bob Ross is no longer the same. I didn't tell it to you guys to ruin your lives. I told it to you to potentially enlighten you guys, because that's what the Rodcast is about, enlightenment. It's about pure enlightenment. So here's the other thing, guys. As soon as I got nostalgic and I was all like, bro, Bob Ross is straight up gangster. He's out here allegedly, potentially, possibly hitting the slopes, right? I'm like, dang, bro, I think I need to buy myself a Bob Ross picture, because a Bob Ross picture or painting would look like this, dudes. You'd be all like, okay, let's paint a little happy sunset right here. And we'll start off with these mountains in the background. Just blot your paint here and there. Don't be scared. Just let it flow. Let it become what it's gonna be. Let's just blot ourselves a nice little, well, we're gonna mix white and this looks like fuchsia, and we're going to mix them together. And we're gonna blot that right here on the sunrise, right above the mountains. Yep, and we're gonna blend it in there. We're gonna keep on blending. Do you see it starting to form? Wow, that right there is a beautiful sunset, or at least it will be in another 15 minutes. So that kind of situation right there, guys, I was thinking, you know what, bros? Why have I not tried to do this before? I am going to buy myself a Bob Ross painting. And I quickly realized, no, I am not going to buy myself a Bob Ross painting, because every Bob Ross painting is like 50 G's on up. His first painting, I think, was like $16 million or something in the millions. And I was all like, what the V, bro? I am not paying that much for... Yo, dude. Dude on Bass. Holla at your boy whenever you can, bro. Have fun out there. Now, guys, I can't take credit like I was the one who did that sunset. That is the handiwork of the good Lord himself. So, oh, Simply Fishing, what's up? Oh, thanks for that. Congratulations, bro. Thank you very much, bro, but it's not possible. I mean, it is only, oh, gosh, bro. Welcome to the Rodcast. Brought to you by Elon and viewers like you. That is how the Rodcast is made possible. Is that the Venus star? Well, that's the moon up there. I don't know if you can see the star right next to the moon. So yeah, guys, I am not paying 50 G's for a Bob Ross painting. I mean, I would love to have one. I would love to have a Bob Ross painting because, again, we established that he is an American icon. But there are icons on my money, and I don't have enough of those icons to, to purchase a Bob Ross painting. That costs too many American icons for me to get a painting of the icon. Unlimited, you will find that most artists have that same problem. They must die first in order for their paintings to be, or their art to become worth something. You know, the starving artist conundrum. Wait a second. Let me ask you a question, Spot Snatcher. Do you foresee your death anytime soon? I hope not. But I'm not buying a $50 painting of yours unless you foresee you've gone to a fortune teller and the fortune teller has said, you are gonna die pretty soon, because we've just established that that is how artists' paintings go up. So I do not wish any ill will on you, bro. I hope you live till you're, I don't know, freaking Moses' age. I have no idea how old Moses is. I think it was like in the hundreds. But I hope you live that long, bro, because I would not want anything to happen to you. I'm just saying, I'm not putting my 50 down if you ain't disappearing anytime soon. That's just a fact. Well, you know what, Bob? If that is the case, and the hooks on top is not, is this grass? Well, that's splashy grass. Okay, we have some splashy, another guy. We got some splashy grass. This bass is about to self-release. Calm down, dog. All right, guys, let me paint a little bass in the picture right here. Yep, that's a little bass right there. If you mix together and some olive greens, and let's put a little bit of forest green on the top. That way we have a little bit of transition in the colors. We have a transition between the greens going into the whites, and yes, we will mix together the cocaine white, which we will put on the belly of the fish. But yeah, Bob, so back to the hooks on top. If the hooks on top, for some reason, when I die, becomes millions, good luck, guys, because I'm telling you right now, if I have not caught a fish with that hooks on top, that hooks on top is getting buried with me. So just stating that for the record. You guys are gonna be a bunch of grave robbers. Yo, what's up, old school? If you guys want to go grave robbing, that's where you will find the hooks on top. All right, guys, it's time for us to go hit up the rip wrap, pull off a BBL, call it a day, and then, what's today, Wednesday? Yeah, it's hump day. And then tomorrow, I doubt I'll be on, but you never know. I seriously doubt that I'll be on. But Friday, we will be on, because at 5 p.m. Central, if you are a subscriber and you put a comment in the subscriber giveaway video, it is the $50 7K subscriber giveaway video. If you put a comment in there before 5 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Friday, 5 p.m. Central, that's how words go. This Friday, if you put a comment in there, you will be entered to win a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. It's that simple, homies. That's all you got to do is put a comment. It don't get any easier than that. Oh, but you do have to be live. So at 5 p.m. Central, we will draw the winner. And if your name is called and you have 3 minutes to say, "Present, please pay me out in said gift card," then we will move on if you have not raised your hand and said that. I mean, you don't have to really say what I just said, but if you'd like to, you are free to say it. But you must definitely be present. We went through like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. Oh. That was weird. I think that was grass, though. Dude, I don't think that the good Lord would question why I bought it. He knows exactly who he made. So he's just gonna see it like, yep, that makes sense. He's not gonna question why. He's just gonna be like, yep, that sounds about right. You bought it for how much? Yep, A fool and his money are soon parted. I'm not saying I'm taking it up to heaven, dog. I'm saying it's just going to hang out with me in the grave. I am not going to have it with me in heaven. Because at that point in time, I think when I get to the gates, there's going to be a kerfuffle, because they're going to be all like, Latin assassin, I don't see anybody by this name. And I'll be like, oh, yeah. I mean, Latin assassin. And they're like, yes, Latin assassin, right here. And then they're going to be all like, what are you bringing? What is that? And they'll be like, this is the hooks on top. And they'll be like, we've heard of that. Let me call my superior. And then they're going to call management and be like, are the hooks on top allowed in here? And management's going to be all like, you tell him that he better drop that over the cloud and send that bait straight to hell, because that bait cannot be here, as it could not catch a single fish on Earth. Allegedly. We don't know that for a fact just yet, because I still got time. Hopefully, I still got time to catch a fish off of it. But if I don't, well, you know, I'm taking it at least to the grave. Anonymous, are you sad because you got $50 because you were present, but it took like 5 tries? Dude, it didn't make the $50 worth less money. Wow. Man, Anonymous got pretty sad about that. It was still $50, whether it was 100 people that we had to go through, 700, you still got 50 bills. You got paid what we said you were going to get paid. I mean, sometimes you just can't make them happy, bros. All right, let's go throw the American shad over there on the riprap. Just a bunch of little fish here. Let's get pues. Just a bunch of little fish and 3 lost jigs. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here at all. And a barefoot Mexican. That's basically what's going on here. 3 lost jigs, a couple of little fish, and a barefoot Mexican. Walked into a lake, and blah, blah, blah. Now, it's going to get very interesting how I'm going to... First, I got to locate my sunglasses. Can't lose those. They are unknown right now. Their status is unknown. Found them, got them. Okay, those were located. We are now going to put our wet rain gear in our middle compartment. Hopefully we don't disconnect the camera. Dudes, when I'm being super careful, trying not to disconnect the camera, it freaking comes like it stops playing. It does stupid stuff, right? And then when I throw stuff all over it and am not really caring, it just stays on like a champ. That's the stupidest thing. Whatever. We can cry about that later. All right, guys, let's go for a cruise. The American shad has brought many BBLs to the forefront. It has brought them out of the depths. I think I still have my truck keys in my pocket, which is not good when it was raining, but whatever. This is probably far enough. What's the time? 8:40? Probably far enough. All right, Chivatos, we're about to hit it. All right. Let's hope for the best. Where you at, American Shad? There you are. I see you. Here we go. American Shad, take one. We're throwing the American Shad down the riprap. Apparently I left my scissors on the deck of the boat, but we were not going fast enough for them to fly off. So that's cool. So cool. Now, I have been alerted to the fact that GoPro is coming out with a new camera, I don't know, maybe Hero 1 or something 1 maybe. And it's supposed to be better low light, shingle dingles, but I don't know. That means I'd have to buy another camera. Moderator, do I have 2 of these cameras or do I just have 1 of these cameras? I think I only have 1, but at one point in time I had 2 GoPros. But I don't know if it was 2 Hero whatevers. Do I still have light? Heck yeah, bro. I got plenty of light. Plenty of light. In fact, gold miner, right now, the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Which reminds me, I can't believe, maybe you did and I just didn't read it. We did not sing the Streak Jam. I do believe that that is, let's just say 35, plus or minus 1 or 2. But it is 35 consecutive outings with a non-zero outcome. Oh yeah. So, you know we gotta do it. Hopefully, Four Locos is here because this is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the streak that never ends. It currently sits at 35 plus or minus 1 or 2. I think it's more on the plus side than the minus side, but we will stick to 35. I should have better accounting, but I believe it to be at a minimum 35 consecutive outings of a non-zero situation. Straight to Billboard's Top 100. I don't know, bro. It's gonna be hard to compete with dang, I don't even remember the song, bro. I only know the last part of it. I should have known I couldn't compete with that type of spark. Dang, I don't even remember. It's something about Texas. And it's not, oh, my exes live in Texas. It's not that one, bro. It's the other one. I don't remember how the beginning portion of that goes. I just know I was in the match for that type of spark. Somebody, if they put it in the chat, I will know what it is. I don't remember what it is, Doc. Though, just to keep it real, guys, that 5-pound BBL Plus came off of the other side of this rip wrap, not the other side. It's the other side of the, I mean, on this side, but the other portion of the rip wrap. If you're gonna play in Texas, no, I have no idea. It's hold on, I got a fish to deal with right here. It doesn't look like a big one. Probably at maximum a little John, but at reality, probably just a little Juan. Probably a 2-pounder. You guys can hear from his floppy, it is just, and not, that's how you can tell. If you guys use your audio clues, you can tell roughly the potential and size of the fish. Calmate, bro. Hey, how's about you relax, dog? We're just trying to We want the same thing, bro. We want you to get away healthy, in one piece. I wasn't a match for that type of spark. Don't remember the rest of the jam, so whatever. All right, guys, this is probably just there it is. Yes. She's from Texas, I can tell by the way he's two-stepping round the room. And something, 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 something. There's nothing I could do. Oh, I should have known. Blah, 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 blah. She's from Texas, I can tell. By the way, this is a Little John. By the way. No tag on this guy. Okay, verification, no tag. There is no tag right here, guys, but I will show you there is a fish in my hands. You see that? That right there is a fish. Oh, wash hello, guys. This is a Little John. This Little John weighs 3 pounds, 2 ounces. Who? How did Colin just show up? And Colin is an excellent hype man. He just popped in out of nowhere and he's like, let's go. I think he was saying let's go because of the song She's from Texas, or whatever the song is called. Colin, are you an Ella fella? Washalo, the Canadian is an Ella fella. Creel is a Swiftie, and Canadian bacon is an Ella fella. Dang, I could see Colin two-stepping on the dance floor. That's pretty impressive, Colin. I didn't know you'd get that excited for that song. Hold on, Colin. Did you have that song? I think I know the exact rodcast that you saw that on. I think it was the Sealy's rodcast, because we had to listen to the music, to the radio station to see what the weights were. And that song came out, and I think I even two-stepped on the deck of the boat when that song came out. If I remember correctly, which, though I got hit by a car, I do believe I remember mostly correctly. That is where you may have heard it. What's on the graph? There's about 5 feet underneath me. No, about, strike that. It's about, it varies between 6 to 8 feet underneath me. There is, let's say, little, there's a spackling of what could be bait fish or could be fish, but there is very little depth right here. We are just bumping and grinding like R. Kelly, gold miner. Do you know R. Kelly, gold miner? I kind of have a feeling that you don't know R. Kelly, which you might be better for it, but we got a bump and grind out here. Like R. Kelly, but not like R. Kelly. And if you know, you know. Completely Kelly. Spot Snatcher, you're lucky that I can't read all the comments while I'm running the rip rap. That way I didn't read your comment that could have potentially been trying to bring back bad memories. But don't worry, Spot Snatcher, I didn't read it. So, not a problem. Not a problem at all. Dudes, I have yet to get submissions from you guys with your longest, most fabulous hairstyles to be placed upon the rodcast. Currently, it's me. Well, Collins is not even like crazy hair. It's just blue steel look. And Unlimited. Those are the only guys. That's grass. Oh, that's grass. Okay, that was a bunch of eelgrass. Those are the only guys who are going to be released on this world. Of course, in past versions, not new versions, because, I mean, up-to-date versions don't look like that. They just got better with time. Que no, Unlimited. Ya tú sabes, bro. For those of you who are not bilingual, that is, you already know, dog. But way cooler. Ya tú sabes ese. I'm not even sure if Unlimited knows that. Steve, you sent yours? No way. Did you send it to latinbassassin@gmail.com, or where did you send that? Because I gotta go check, bro. I did not see it. It better not have been the Sasquatch one. I forgot who sent the Sasquatch one. I think that was Snazook. Okay, I'm cruising down the riprap, and there's a couple of little ducks that are just guiding my way. You know what I'm saying? They're keeping the lechuza off of me. They are my escorts, keeping other birds and scary night creatures away from me. Okay, all right. Look, bro, the world is just gonna have to deal with it. Whatever the outcome is, Bob, they're just gonna deal with it, dog. We cannot worry about how the world reacts. We just gotta put it out there, see what happens, and go from there. Unless, of course, you end up getting in trouble because you submitted a photo, and then next thing you know, you have randos knocking on your door, and then Mrs. Bob is all like, do you care to explain this, Mr. Bob? And then Mr. Bob will promptly be all like, he did it, and then point her directly to the rodcast and be all like, he did it. He made me do it. And next thing you know, she pops into the comments and we're all getting scolded for being idiots. And she's gonna be all like, you guys better settle down. I don't wanna see you guys causing my Bobby to do things like this. And then we'll be like, hey, we apologize, ma'am. We meant no harm by it. We didn't take Bob seriously, but apparently we unleashed a beast upon the world. Grandmaster catching one on a wacky rig. That's what's up, dog. All right, guys. Grandmaster popped in. Now, I ask you guys this. As a favor. Grandmaster has summoned the Jedi in me, and he has, I mean, I told him that it's not wise because I will probably take him to the dark side. But if you guys, hey Steve, I got your picture, dog. It's on my phone. I mean, on my watch. Wow, this picture is from the 1900s. But what do you call it? It's actually in color, guys. I think that it was digitally enhanced to have color. But if you guys could do me a favor and please go subscribe to Grandmaster's YouTube channel so that he can get to 50 subscribers so that he can go live. Now what that unleashes out on the world, I have no idea. All I'm saying is he needs some number of subscribers. I don't know how many left, but he needs some number of subscribers so that he could hit 50. And when he's at 50, he can go live. I am not responsible for whatever that unleashes on the world, just like I am not responsible for Bob's photo when, if we receive it. So if you guys could go do that, that would help out Grandmaster. And we will see what happens in this world after that. Maybe Grandmaster will be out there and he will enlighten us. And he will tell us many wise things. Some fishing related, some life related, I don't know. I don't know what he intends to do. Maybe it's not fishing related at all. Maybe he just wants to say, hey, my name's Grandmaster, and these are words of wisdom. Brought to you by Grandmaster. And boom, we see what happens. We are running out of riprap on this side. We will go to the other side and we will run the other side. I don't mean the other side on the other side, but I mean the other side on the other side of the bridge. Which is not on the other side of the bridge, because on the other side of the bridge, that's where all the wind was, so probably a whole bunch of eelgrass. But on the other side of the bridge, there will be no eelgrass because it was blocked by the riprap. So, potentially on the other side of the bridge where we caught the 5-pounder, we can catch another one. Not to be mistaken for the side of the bridge was being into smithereens, the wind and the waves. I'm thinking that Nunya just made a Star Wars reference, but I don't know for a fact. Maybe. I could barely read it because I'm preparing to go to the other side of the bridge, but not the other side, just the other side. And we'll run it real quick. Onward, Silver. Do your thing. But while we're cruising over there, I will read some of these chats, these comments. Sounds like a winning combo, Colin. Gonna show these Canadian bass, the American shad. Bro, are you trying to blow these fish's brains up? You are trying to blow up the brains of the fish when they see that? That is a Kung Fu reference. Ah, Washalo, Kung Fu. You think I'm the Wu-Tang Clan, bro? And I'm out here watching the Kung Fu movies? I probably have seen it, but I don't remember it. Cash rules. Cash rules everything. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. Whoo, if you don't know that jam, well, my dudes, you guys are not living. I'm gonna listen to that on the way home. Because I'll tell you right now, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fish with, bro. All right, we are on the other side of the riprap. I'm too young for that show. Nunya, did you not hear us discussing Flipper being an attempted murderer? Come on, Nunya. I span multiple generations. Some have called me a Highlander. There is no telling how long I have been on this earth. I span multiple generations. I speak in phrases from the Stephen times, from the now times, but not the now times, because the now times are stupid phrases. So I don't speak in those phrases. Those phrases, you could miss me with that. You know, there's some little generations that I avoid. Yes, not just because I've seen it doesn't mean that I haven't seen it. Just means that I don't remember it. Remember, I was hit by a car, dog. And you can quote me on that. Just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean I haven't seen it. Thank you very much. Simply. Colin, It's fun throwing stuff they haven't seen until it doesn't catch. And then it's no longer fun. Then it's frustrating and you're all like, how does this idiot do it? He seems to catch a fish off of these things. In fact, he caught 3 7-pounders off of this. Though I don't think that you will have the gorgeous shad color. You have like perch or some kind of Canadian color that you chose. Choosing perch. Hey, Colin, get cute. Choosing perch. We are cruising down the riprap on the other side. Okay, hold on. Spot Snatcher, are you saying that I can't say bruh? I can't say bruh no more because your daughter says bruh? Bruh. What if I say brava? Lil brava. What if I say that, dog? Is that allowed? Hey, lil brava. Oh, we're starting to creep up. He's at 27. We've got a Grandmaster sub count going. He is at 27. All right, guys. It is now our goal to spread the word for Grandmaster to get 50 subs at a minimum. We are going to every rodcast until we eat all the bugs on the planet, apparently. Until we've reached the 50 subs for Grandmaster, we will let people know. Oh yeah, bros. How's about you guys go sub to Grandmaster? Again, we don't know what content he will be bringing. So, we cannot be held accountable for whatever you guys are exposed to. For locals, I mean, there's not much you could expose him to that's gonna really faze him. But the rest of you guys who may have, I don't know, have not seen some things, we don't know what Grandmaster, why don't you let us know, dog? Here's your chance, bro. Let us know. Sell us on the channel, dog. Tell us what you're going to be bringing us. We have our special guest here, Grandmaster. Grandmaster, you are going to start a live channel. What will you be bringing to this world, Grandmaster? Let's see, guys. Here is his elevator pitch. Yeah, Colin, you have to. You have to have 50. I, for some reason, thought it was 500 at one point in time. That's why I didn't go live sooner. But it was really only 50. See, guys, there's that thing called reading. And it probably got me again. Because I thought it was 500, so I was chilling, waiting till 500 when I could have gone live many years ago. But I am a believer that the good Lord puts me wherever I'm supposed to be. So if I waited because I'm an idiot, then that's just what it is. And I am trying to put this American shad where it needs to be, right in a fish's mouth. But currently, we've only had that one fish bite it. Oh, is it gonna be a bird watching channel? I don't know, Grandmaster. These guys are going to speculate until you inform us what your channel will actually have. Is it a bird watching channel? That's a great question. Is it a Bob Ross channel? Is it a Star Wars channel? Maybe he's into Star Wars, guys. He told us that Grandmaster was a Star Wars reference. So maybe he's gonna be like, all right, guys, counter, a live updating sub counter, and you guys are gonna be all like, what am I watching? Who knows? I do not know. Did he bounce? Is he not gonna tell us? 101 kale recipes. Dude.
Yoda. The force is strong with this one. Grandmaster, live you shall be. What will you show when you are live?
What will he show us, guys? He hasn't answered it. We had to bring Yoda into this piece.
Dolphin wings. Not good. Yoda has seen dolphin wing. Not I, human.
Where did Grandmaster go, guys? Where did you go, Grandmaster? You can't disappear when the heat is on. If you're going live, bro, you gotta be able to roll with the punches. Where did he go, guys?
The force was not strong with this one. He has succumbed to the dark side.
I don't know, guys. I don't see a fish biting right here.
Use the force.
I am Yoda.
Not wisely. Turn on live scope.
Shut up, Yoda.
See all fish you will. Live scope how they catch.
All right, we'll throw a couple more casts here, guys, and then we'll check out the other side. And then we're gonna check out Steve's picture. Spoiler alert, if you want to see it posted with the other ones, with all the old fogies, and we're including all the ones in there, bros. We're not just saying that Steve from the Steven Times is an old fogey. I'm saying all the Vatos Locos who submit a photo are the old fogies. Nanya, have you sent us a photo? I'm gonna check them out, bro. I am having a conversation, bro. I'm having a conversation with you guys. But you guys just so happen to also be having a conversation with Yoda. Ask Yoda anything you guys want. And he will answer it. Allegedly.
Words, wise words I will say. To your ears they shall go.
Again, I am not held responsible for it, because they're probably gonna shut us down. Freaking George Lucas gonna be all like, excuse me, that was not Yoda. And then I'll tell him, yo, duh. Of course it wasn't Yoda, bro. It was Udo Yoda. Let's see what we got here. Can I send a picture of your dad, or can I send a picture of my dad?
Anonymous has father? Picture he wants to show.
He's your dad, bro. You can send whatever you want. Now, if he spanks you, that's your problem, dog. If he whoops your bass, that is on you. I don't think he's Elmo's cousin. Hey, you relax there, Four Locos, saying that Yoda is better than Elmo. Elmo is gangster, will always be gangster, and if you can't roll with him, dog, well, that's your issue. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna show you guys the photo that I received. I just gotta find it first. There's my receipt from Moon's favorite Latin Best Assassin. Ay, wey, guachalo, bros! Guachalo. Yo, Steve, can I show the lady in this photo? Or do you just want me to show you, bro? Sent it in email. Steve, if you let me know. Washala, bros. Steve, the Steve Times. Bro, you better put some spec on his name. Oh! All right, guys. Here we go. You guys are in for a treat. This is Steve Sturgeon from the Steven Times. Washalo. Look at this, guys. I do believe that this is his beautiful lady. Here we go, Steve Sturgeon. Washalo, bros. Oh, dude. Well, ain't that just the loveliest couple you have ever seen? Smiles abound in this photo. Washalo. Dude. Steve in the house. Washalo, bros.
Steve!
Wow. I'm just gonna tell you guys this much. I'm glad I wasn't around in my young buck stage during the Steven times, because I'm not sure if I could have competed with Steve from the Steven times. I'm not sure, bros. I mean, I would give it my best shot, but I'm not sure I could compete with Steve. That right there, that'll just, I mean, that made my day, guys. That made my day seeing Steve in his prime. All right, guys, we are going to turn the camera and I'm gonna have to see Anonymous's photo that he sent.
Young, in love they were, in love they still are. Steve, many wishes of blessings upon you. From yours truly, Yoda.
What in the heck, dog? Oh, bro. Dayton, we just got like, I don't know, just a few, dog. Nothing big. Biggest one was like 3 pounds. Oh, dude. Okay, this is Anonymous's dad. I say this with all respect to Anonymous's dad, but this might be why Anonymous remains anonymous, because this right here, oh, just look at it. I hope your dad punches you in the face, bro. I hope he punches you in the face for submitting this picture, or he submits one of you where you also look similar to this. Dude, how do I know he wasn't just barely waking up or something, and then you just took a photo of him and he's all like, what just happened here, bro? Nobody better ever see that photo. I hope your dad punches you in the face. Hey, Al, where's your photo, bro? I gotta see your photo, Al. I don't know what time or what year you grew up and your prime was. I should have probably put my motor down. So, Al, when were you in your prime, Al? I need to see a picture of Al in his prime. I'm thinking, Al, back in your prime, you were kind of like, I don't know. I think the show is Shaft. Shaft. That's what you were like, Al. That's my guess. The Green River. Hey, freaking Grandmaster, we've been asking what you are going to show when you are live. In fact, we had to summon Yoda in order to try and get you over here. What are you gonna be doing while you are live, bro? We would like to know, inquiring minds want to know. What will your channel be? Don't tell me that your channel is just gonna be silence. You're just gonna be silent. And everybody's gonna be all like, yo, bro, are we just watching a silent film right here? And they're gonna tell you over and over, your mic, dog, your mic, it's off. Yo, Anonymous, what? Did your jefe allow you to send that picture in? I hope he punches you in the face. I guess anything's possible. Nah, anything's not possible, because as long as we haven't caught something on the hook on top, I believe that anything's possible. I believe that many things are possible, but not anything's possible. Once we catch something on the hooks on top, then I will believe for all time that anything's possible. I just currently believe that many things are possible, just not anything. Dancing. Be telling us what it be. Okay, no singing and dancing. Hey, bro, don't even threaten me with a good time having Grandmaster just dancing on the boat. Oh, we got ourselves a young Bob in the house. Apparently, or very sleepy. All right, guys, we got ourselves a young Bob here. Okay, Bob, are you okay with this photo showing this lady in the background? Young Bob has sent in his picture. I'm gonna try and zoom in, guys, but when you zoom in, I'm thinking that young Bob was deep in prayer in this picture. He's trying to act like he's all innocent, deep in prayer. Hey, anybody says anything about Bob's mom, that's an automatic disqualification. We respect mothers, and we definitely respect late mothers. All right, guys. Again, if one of you guys says anything about Bob's mom, oh, we're gonna have to get a disqualification here. This is Bob. This is Bob on possibly some hallucinogens. I don't know, because he is just, what's he doing? What is he doing? And then as we go further off to the right, Washa, Bob is like old school, showing us leg. Washa, little bros. Bob is out here showing leg to the broadcast, but also much respect to Bob's mom. Bob's mom, you did a good job. That's Bob's mom right there, guys. May she forever live in Bob's memory. Bro, you can send whatever photos you want, Spot Snatcher, but what I'm saying is we were trying to get photos of us when we were young bucks. Remember, guys, the only time that someone is ever truly gone is when nobody remembers them. So as long as we can do our part to keep their memory going. Now, we did not know Bob's mom, but we will do everything we can to keep her memory going. I am slowly cruising back to the ramp, just waiting for photos to pop in. I also realize I have no shoes right now. Totally forgot about that. Yo, Anonymous, why do you say you grew up in the wrong time period? Is it because all the manliness of this world has left and now we just have men who are no longer as manly as men from the past? Not to include myself, because I'm as manly as they come, bro. I'm just saying the new menses. Because some of the new menses thinks that they can get mensies also. So come on, dog. I can understand why Anonymous would think that he grew up in the wrong time period. Because in this time period, men can have periods, which doesn't make any sense. Yo, that's why you found a home here, Anonymous, because you're like, man, these are men's men. You know what I'm saying? Vatos. I'm glad you appreciated that, Colin. I do what I can, Colin. You know what I'm saying? We just free flow. Some people, they bust freestyles. I just try and bring comedy off the dome. This is like improv. Live at the Improv. I gotta go find that photo when I was a young warthog. Maybe that's why, hey, Anonymous, do you have a long-haired picture or a picture of when you were younger? You could still send pictures Prime. Yo, Spot Snatcher, you were in your prime when you were little? Que pues, bro? Have you had the same haircut since after the bowl cut to now? Dude, we showed you a long-haired unlimited, what do you call it, on Saturday. In fact, with his permission, we're gonna post that picture. Why Shiloh still in his prime? Ow! This vato right here, Shiloh.
Lying from the dark side, I see.
No, that's the mindset to have, Spot Snatcher. We are all in our prime. We are all still in our prime. Even old school's in his prime. Remember, guys, he sent us that picture of his short shorts at the cruise. So he's in his prime, dog. I even warned everybody to tell their girls to look the other way because you may no longer have yourself a significant other. We're slowly cruising. I'm gonna have to put my shoes on. So it's gonna take me a little bit, guys. I mean, I'll tell you what, guys. We did not catch a lot of fish today, but the stupidities abounded. Abounded? Aboundies. Abounded. They were plentiful. Let's call it that. Wait a second. Wait a second. We got an anonymous photo. $15 and a skater. Dang, bro. He must have really loved and thought that Avril Lavigne was singing to him when she was like, he's just a skater boy, I'll see you later, blah, 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 or something. He wasn't good enough for her. And now he's a superstar fishing from his skeeter boat. Can you see what he's worth? Blah, blah, blah. Or something along those lines. Close enough. Close enough for the show. But that is, I know Anonymous thought that Avril Lavigne was singing to him. He probably still thinks it right now. But he probably thinks it to himself because he's not an idiot. He's not trying to get in trouble. In fact, if Mrs. Unlimited is listening, no, he doesn't think that. No way did he ever think that. Because from the beginning of time, he always knew it was going to be you. So, I mean, that's just basically all our mindsets. We never knew or thought about any other girl ever until we were with our significant others, and never did we ever think about anything. All right, let's see this. Let's see this anonymous photo right here. Let's see what he sent. What the heck? Dude, are you freaking Marty McFly? Are you? Look at this, guys. This guy, he's got to be Marty McFly. Anonymous, get your parents to get back together. Because look, your hand is disappearing. Dude. Oh my God, guys, we got to help Anonymous. He has gone back to the future and his hand is disappearing. Look, guys, he has no hand. Oh, dear God. Also, don't hook up with your mom, bro. I'm just saying, when you go to the past, do not hook up with your mom. This is weird, bro. What happened to your hand? Oh, Anonymous. Oh, he's fading away, guys. He is fading away. That's crazy. That is just crazy. Hey, wait a second. There's another World Cup game going on. It's Uzbekistan against Colombia. Colombia probably Great Scott! Marty! You gotta save your parents. Right now my voice is a little scratchy, so I can't do a Great Scott. Dudes, I can't believe it was before AI. Dude, that looks like an AI photo when AI can't make hands and stuff. Though if AI becomes like Terminator, then it better be able to throw hands, because that's what's about to go down. If AI thinks it can take me out, bro, we're gonna throw some hands. $1.2 bazillion gigawatts. All right, guys, I gotta go get the truck. You guys chit chat, and if more photos come in, I will do something about it. I should have been paying attention that the soccer games were still coming out, but you know how we do.
Sun just broke that tree line. Yeah. Morning fog on the glass. Jet blowing up on the phone screen. They all waiting on that bass. Hey. Yeah, they slide up, red dust on his boots. Silver sitting pretty fresh, wax on the blue. Cooler full of bottles, everyone just water. Shakes one up last, gotta fish a little smarter. Yeah, push our big green, hit the light, let's ride. Spotlight set, he's on the side. Guntersville glass, little ripple by the reeds. Hat down, low camera all on the feed. Out here with LA on the big G water. Zero to hero, hit the bell, hit the starter. If he hooks a bass or he heads back flat, somebody in the chat still gon' win off that. Silver on the waves, little wake, no bother. He just sips on water. Zero to hero, that's the deal, that's the show. Win or lose, still the realest on the road. Let's go! Country boy flow with a back down. Top ends while he his counts. Miss dang, that tail was wide. Just spaz out, throwing fire down the side. Little rap run when he flips that jig. Come on, big girl, let's dance, go big. Ride tip, jump, hobo, go wild. He lean back, screams, we alive, we alive. Out here with LA on the big G water. Zero to hero, hit the bell, hit the starter. If he hooks a bass, so he hits back flat. Somebody in the chat still gon' win off that. Silver on the waves, little wake, no bother. He just sips on water. Zero to hero, that's the deal, that's the show. Win or lose, still the realest on the road. From the dock to the drop off, we stay true. Whole crew tuned in on the live view. No hype dream, just a clear cold sip. Got faith in the cast and the fingertip. Type HERO in the box right now. If I land this fish, I'ma pick y'all out. Even if the bite's low, vibe still high. Cause the man Lake keep the hope in the sky. Out here with LA on the big G water. Zero to hero, hit the bell, hit the starter. If he hooks a bass, so he hits back flat. Somebody in the chat still gon' win off that. Silver on the waves, little wake, no bother. He just sips on water. Zero to hero, that's the deal, that's the show. Win or lose, still the realest on the road, on the road, on the road. Sun getting high, he's heading back slow. Drop a sub, y'all know how it go. Guntersville shine on the hull like chrome. Zero to hero. Take the long way home.
Sorry, dudes. My truck connected to the Bluetooth, so that's what happens. What the heck's going on here? Are we talking about Supanga? What's wrong with my phone, bro?
Single cats got that killer wave. Guntersville waves like a beat that slap. Fish don't know they caught in my traps. Cameras rolling, YouTube live. Click that stream, watch me thrive. Ice fishing live. It's a vibe. I'm the Latin boss. I'm the Latin boss. I'm the Latin boss assassin, out here smashing every single day. Silver keeps splashing, ice fishing live. You can't deny, reeling in dreams under Guntersville sky. They say the lake's a mirror, I see a king. Ripples in the water, hear my anthem sing. Silver's my stage, fish my crowd. Catching big bites, make my mama proud. Every hook's a promise, every reel's a prayer. I'm the Latin boss assassin, legend out there. Haters in the comments, man, they just watch while I'm out here reeling in bites now. Sharp like blades in the skies, throttle down, silver skates on glass, both slicing clean like a samurai slash. Creel got the bait lines heavy with dreams, unlimited vision, plotting schemes, colors on the deck, calling up plays, LA and GM setting the blaze. Engine growl, yeah, that's our sound. Lake so smooth, feel skybound. Guntersville gang, we own this town. Guntersville, Guntersville. On the lake, we chillin', thrillin'. LA and GM, even Creole too. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Guntersville, Guntersville. Riding on silver, ripping and spilling. Dockside vibes where the stories unfold. Fish tails big, but the crew stays bold. Trophies stacking like chips in a game. Legends of the lake, yeah, they know our name. Life jackets whacked out, neon and black. Cooler on deck, stack to the max. Silver's way cutting a lightning streak. Guntersville is flow, unique technique. Villains on the water, hearts of gold. Stories told, but the lake's still cold. Riding waves, carving paths unseen. Guntersville fam, we the dream team. You take it. Dope jack in it.
All right, vatos locos. We have come to the end of our chaos. You know how we do about this time. I started a channel called Grass and Bass. Eelgrass, that's what it is. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about pure eelgrass. If I know for locos, that is exactly what he's talking about. Puro eelgrass. All right, my dudes. So we will see you Friday. Friday, that will be the day of our giveaway. We will be here before 5, or at least we will be live somewhere before 5 p.m. and we will do our subscriber giveaway. Remember, you have to be present, dudes. You have to be present, and when your name is called, you must say here or whatever you want to do, but just let us know that you are in the live, and then you will win your fitty, bro. Your fitty in Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. If you are not there, we're just gonna move on, guys. Those are the rules. I don't make them. I mean, we do actually make them, but I don't make them. We just live by them, bros. So, my dudes, 1-0, Colombia at halftime. Okay, Colin, this is America. It's 1-0. 1-0. That's the dude. All right, Moon. I guess I'll see you on Monday, dog. Don't eat too much kale in between now and then, my dude. So, my homies, I do appreciate you guys showing up. For locals, I will not be doing a live later on at midnight or whatever hour you send me a message at. My apologies, dog. I must apologize first and foremost, but
Sleep is something a assassin must have. Cranky he will be if sleep not accomplished.
so just know that, dude. My dudes, let's let Yoda take us out.
Around fish and find out.
Maybe that wasn't the greatest Yoda saying, but whatever. You heard him, dogs. Around fish and find out.